Last week on my channel, I shared how you can spend less but still feel like you're living luxuriously. And today I'd like to take that a step further and share with you some more ways that you can spend less money and feel really good about it. I am going to challenge you to begin to think differently, because I've found that you can begin to save a lot of money by really beginning to question what you use and what you spend. So we are down here in my laundry room, which is the first place that I'd like to start. And I want to share a tip with you. I do like to use laundry balls, but in the winter I find that there's a lot of static electricity that they don't seem to remove. And if you have a tip for that, please share it with me in the comments. I have a little safety pin on there, but in my opinion, it doesn't seem to really work that well. So in the winter, I do like to use dryer sheets. I have these unscented ones from Whole Foods. But what I have found is you can very easily, if you like to use dryer sheets, take a full dryer sheet and very easily just tear it in half and use half of a dryer sheet, and I can't tell the difference. It works equally as well. So you can definitely very easily stretch your use of dryer sheets to twice as much by simply tearing them in half. So that's one tip. While doing this video, I also did a little research more with respect to laundry, and listening to the laundry guy, he shares that and recommends you only need 2 tablespoons of detergent for a full load of laundry. What? That's like an incredibly lower amount than the manufacturer's recommended amount on the bottle. So I haven't tried the 2 tablespoons yet, but my guess is the laundry guy knows what he's doing, so I'm certainly going to give it a try. And I know if that works, it will definitely stretch out the amount of time that the laundry detergent lasts for sure. Okay, let's head up to the kitchen and I'll share with you some more money saving tips up there. One of the easiest ways and a fast way to start saving some money is to reduce your plastic consumption, particularly plastic bags. To think about how much money this would save if you cut down on your plastic bag use, let's see what Google says the average number of sandwich bags per person in US. Wow, 5 trillion plastic bags a year. Per person, 365 plastic bags, whereas people in Denmark only use an average of 4. We did invest in some Stasher plastic bags, and I think these are a cheaper variety, Pro Keeper. And these have worked very well. We've got a couple of different sizes, so we do use those. We also use quite a bit of glass. So I really like these glass containers that have the snap-on lids. I think I found these at Kroger, and there's a couple different sizes here. There's also like bigger sizes. I think it looks like they're called Snapware. We also use a lot of just glass jars. Looks like I have a lot in use right now, because usually this is quite a bit fuller in there. The other thing that I thought about recently to save money is with respect to using aluminum foil. I used to get the heavy duty aluminum foil, and I got it because I assumed it was better, but for the purpose of what I typically use aluminum foil, which is like to cover something and not necessarily to grill something on, I found that just the cheap variety, this one is like a Walmart brand of aluminum foil, works just as well, but is quite a bit cheaper. So, you know, thinking about, do you really need the best quality? I think for a long time I got used to being able to buy a better quality, and so I would automatically try and buy the best quality for everything, but oftentimes it's really not necessary, and in some ways it can be more wasteful. In other instances, it's better to buy good quality because it lasts longer, but you have to think about that consciously. Another way that we have saved money is reducing the plastic wrap as well. Here is Fun fact, I'm making a ginger bug here, so I'm gonna make some of my own ginger soda. But I used this, it's not the typical use for this, but it's I had made some cloth covers that work really well to go over a bowl. It's just a piece of cloth that's got a piece of elastic in it, so they fit over really well. And you can buy these. I did make this one, but you can find these online. I'll see if I can find some and then put a link to those in the description of the video in case you're interested in that. We also recently switched to buying a lot more bulk spices. Now, we used to buy most of our spices from Penzeys. Yes, you can see we love our spices. In fact, this is probably one of my favorite places in the kitchen is my spice area here. But recently I took a look at the pricing in buying from Penzeys versus the bulk section of my local health food store, and it actually is a little cheaper to just buy from them, and the quality of the spices are very good because they're fresh. Then there are a number of things that I started making myself, which can be significantly cheaper and really add up over time. And I personally kind of have fun making some of these things. I recently started making my own rose water. I have to store it in the refrigerator, but it smells so wonderful, and rose water is really good for your skin, and I found it works really nicely. I found that it's super easy to make. You just take some dried rose petals. I do have roses in our front yard, but I found it easiest just to buy some in bulk. I believe I got these from Mountain Rose Herbs. They're organic, and you can use equal parts of this and distilled water, and you just simmer them for a period of time until the petals lose their color, and then you just let it cool, strain it out, put it in a glass container. Another thing that I started making for myself, and this might sound a little funny when I tell you what I put in it, but it works really well, is like a dry shampoo, I guess. And all it is a little mixture. I just put it in a little container of some cornstarch or arrowroot. You can use either one. I've used both. They both work fine. And then I color it to get it towards what I need from it, like to match my hair color, with just a little bit of cocoa powder. And very inexpensive, but seriously, it works extremely well, and not harmful, no harmful chemicals in it, and super easy to make. The other thing, when I put it on, I just have like a little makeup brush, so I dab in a little, just a little bit, knock it off, and then I can just like put it on my hair where I need it. Another DIY that we just recently started using, and I'm actually been really surprised at how well it works. I know I have heard so much that vinegar and water is great for cleaning, but it works really well for keeping the shower door clean. So I have a little glass bottle that I've just kept in here, and then like every couple weeks we'll just spray down the inner part of the shower. And it has worked so much better than letting it build up a little bit and then using some chemical cleaners to try and get it off, which I found, you really had to scrub on. And the vinegar and water works very well to take it off. And again, super inexpensive. I also like to make a lot of different things in the kitchen that you can easily buy for convenience at the store. For instance, almond milk is super easy to make. You can buy a big bag of almonds at Costco and make your own almond milk for a fraction of the cost. And it's super easy if you have in particular like a Vitamixer, which I do. I use my Vitamixer all the time. If that's something that you all are interested in watching me do and seeing how to do that, let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to make a video about that. Or like, for instance, I never realized how easy it is to make your own yogurt too. And I actually really love the taste of the yogurt even more so than some of the yogurt that I buy in the store. I also will make my own sour cream and buttermilk from time to time. Again, both of those are super easy to make on your own. If that's something that you all are interested in, I could do some type of video where we make sour cream, buttermilk, yogurt. Again, just let me know in the comments. But I guess the thing is to think about, particularly if you like the DIY types of things, that quite often there are a lot of things that you can make on your own. If that's something you find fun, then that can be a great way to save some money as well. And lastly, I would just encourage you to begin to really try and think about, do I really need this before I buy it? Or to ahead of time think about what you need to buy rather than buying things on the spot when you see them in the store. I don't necessarily think that I'm a minimalist, but I probably am moving in that direction. And there are certain things that I've realized that I just don't need as much as I thought I did. I have 2 purses, which, I could probably get away with one, but I do have one that I use for everyday use, a leather one that I've had for years and I hope to have for many years. So that was an investment. It's one of the areas where I've spent some extra money to buy something that would last. And then I also have like a canvas bag that I use for traveling, just because it's a little more functional for travel. I don't have a lot of shoes in my closet, and I'm trying to do a better job in being really conscientious about what I purchase for my wardrobe as well. I don't have a capsule wardrobe, though I am open to moving in that direction. So I hope that you have one or more tips in what I've shared with you today that is a takeaway that you can go ahead and start doing right now, saving yourself some money. And I'd love to know what your favorite ways of saving money are. And in particular, if you have some DIY things that you do that you really enjoy doing and that save you a lot of money too. If you have these kind of things, drop them in the comments and share them so that we all can benefit from the knowledge that we have here as a community. And with that, I just want to wish you an incredible week, and I will see you next time.